Hi friends, oh my gosh, it's so wild. I am 24 weeks pregnant. I'm 24 weeks. This is the bomb. It's here, she's out, it's there. It's crazy. I'm only wearing comfortable clothes. I still haven't gotten any maternity clothes yet, but I am actually looking into it now because I want to kind of wear some like jeans at some point. But it's crazy. So I haven't been able to make a video in the last 2 weeks because I was super busy. We are moving on July 1st into a really beautiful apartment that's like so spacious, so nice, in a really homey town. We're moving out of the city. We're moving to Santa Clarita, and I'm so excited. It is very close to the birth center. We just started to really fall in love with the area, and I'm so excited for the quiet and just to be in a more calm, family-oriented community. So I'm really excited about that. But I've been wrapping up my life here in LA, wrapping up the hair world, the business that I've been doing with Glam Squad, and gonna be transitioning into new businesses that I'm working on. So it's been a little bit wild. I've had a lot going on and didn't get to make in a video last week, but there's actually been a lot that's I want to catch you guys up on in regards to like the pregnancy and just everything going on. Everything's really good. I'm feeling really great. Thankfully to all the treatments and everything that I've been doing, I could not be functioning as good, I think, without the things that I've been doing, which I'm going to talk about. But we did go to my midwife appointment yesterday, and it went really well. Everything's looking really good. So the first thing I want to talk about is this glucose screening test or whatever it is that's coming up. We had to make the appointment for 2 weeks from now, but I was actually really considering declining it altogether. So this is what they do to check for gestational diabetes. I've just been doing a lot of research, and I've mentioned it before that I'm in these Facebook groups. One of them is called the Mighty Mama Movement, which is from the course that I've been taking, which is so good. It's so informative. I highly recommend it. I'll leave a link in the description box. The other group that I'm in is Organic Mamas in a Toxic World. And I really have fallen in love with that group because there's just so much great women in there that relay the best information with links, with all this kind of stuff. So we kind of just can all talk about everything going on. And if you have a question, so many people will chime in and give their input, advice, put info. And I've always been very about holistic and natural remedies, natural ways of doing things. I really honestly wanted to do a free birth, but it is my first baby, so I am doing it at a birth center. I'm not doing it in a hospital. I'm not a fan of hospital procedures, hospital medical community world, etc. That's fine. I'm not judging anybody who is. That's everybody to each their own. There's reasons why. I am more about the holistic natural route and why I'm choosing the plan that I am, and why I just feel really great doing that. A lot of it is about energy. In hospital type environments really freak me out. I don't feel comfortable there. I don't like to advocate my power over to others when I really trust my intuition, and my body speaks to me a lot in different ways, and I like people who support that. And there's just so many stories, so many facts and things that have backed up reasons for that. Anyway, point being that this glucose test coming up, I cannot believe that this drink that they give you is even they're able to give it to you anywhere, because it's just so beyond toxic. It's just disgusting in my opinion, and I think it does way more harm than good. I don't think it's necessary. Thankfully my birth center has an equivalent option, or I guess you could decline it, but then you couldn't birth with them. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll just do the alternative, which is an organic, non-GMO, lemonade type of drink. I've been thinking about it. I'm a little nervous if I have gestational diabetes. I mean, I do eat pretty well and balanced, but it has nothing really to do with it. It does have something to do with that, but they were saying basically you could be the healthiest person and still have gestational diabetes. I really personally, intuitively don't think I have that. However, it's still a little bit scary because just, it's unknown. You just don't know. you could have a great birth and everything could still go well, but there's also ways that it could, you know, be affected very much. So if you do have it. So I obviously, it's okay. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the other drink, pay $25 for it. I will do it. It's fine. And we'll go from there. So I do that in 2 weeks. Yeah, I'm a little nervous about it, but it's fine. Like, I'm just trusting that however, like, this whole pregnancy unfolds, however, the birth unfolds, and after, like, it's just all, I'm surrendering to that flow, and I'm just keeping ownership of whatever I can do to keep myself centered, calm, and grounded, and in my highest, so that I can have the experience that I want. And so far it's been working out that way. I've been doing what I can and what I know and in my heart is best for me, and that's what I feel like is really important. That's why I love the experience I've been having at the birth center. Everything, you know, is very, you know, I have my midwives there for support, and you know, they do give me guidelines and this and that, but it's nothing like, there's no force, there's no you have to do this, you have to do that. It's just very, this is your body, we're here to support you and be there for you, and we'll see how the rest of it goes. I mean, obviously I'm 24 weeks. I just entered the 6th month, which is like, whoa, but there's still, you know, so much more to unfold. The other thing I wanted to talk about was, so I had my anatomy scan a couple weeks ago. I got the results back from that. Everything was good. So the baby was in, like, basically it was harder for them to see certain things because of his position. He was facing my spine and upright. And at this point, it doesn't matter until, especially until you're like, I believe, I think they say 35 weeks. I think that's what she told me the other day. That's when it matters, actually, if they're in a breech position. So I do a lot of like sitting forward now. Like, you know, I'm just like trying to do what I can, you know, walk, do yoga, do all these things just so that he will go in the right position. But they couldn't see, like, basically they didn't get enough of like seeing the heart, or I think that was it actually. I think she was saying, oh, the lips. First of all, I've been learning a lot about ultrasounds, and the more and more I know about them, I don't like them. I don't want to do them. I'm just really not comfortable with them anymore. I trust my intuition. I trust that, you know, I just think that sometimes they don't always give you the best outcome just by, because you know, you just, there's only so much that you can tell from an ultrasound. And a lot of times, and I've heard it so many times from people's experiences, that something that was found on an ultrasound or potential risks or whatever didn't ever end up playing out. Now, there's also a handful of people who they did catch things and it did play out that way. But I truly believe, though, it's all about how you think, what you choose to believe. So if you want to believe that, oh, they said this on an ultrasound, oh, this is how it's going to go, this is how it is, oh no, I'm doomed, or whatever, negative energy, whatever, then that's just going to be your experience. So I'm just not becoming a big fan of them. And after this last experience that I had, not the anatomy scan, but when they called me back, I'm just going to let you know about this place that I went to that I'm never going back to. I told my midwife on the other day, I was like, I'm never going back there. Like, if I absolutely have to get an ultrasound again, I will go somewhere else. Like, I did not like the way the technician treated me. First of all, they were like an hour and a half late. They called me the day before to tell me I had an appointment, didn't even like schedule with me, basically just were like, oh, we have an appointment. And I was like, okay, well, I made it work. And then she was so aggressive, you guys. Like, I mean, like, it just did not feel right at all. It felt very harmful. It felt like it just felt insensitive. It just felt like a million things. She was even like shaking it, just like, oh, it just made me mad. I actually literally cried after. I had a moment because I was just like, don't do that. Like, I know babies, okay, like, a lot of people think that, like, no, they're moving around and this and that and there. But also, a lot of people don't know that the sound waves in this ultrasound, they sound literally like a jackhammer to these babies inside. And to me, that's like, I don't think my baby needs to experience that. Like, I just don't like that. That just makes me feel sad. And I personally think my baby's been hiding every time, because the second time in my midwife office, they had a little like Doppler thing that they could see actually the baby on it. He kept like going away from it. So I don't really think that they're like moving around or trying to be like whatever. I personally think that it doesn't feel right, you know, but you can't really tell that. I just think that's just what I'm feeling, especially with myself feeling that way, and it was hurting so bad. Like I literally felt like pain on my stomach like the rest of the day. I was not happy, and I was like, I'm not going back. I don't think there's anything else they need to see. These people have a quota they need to make, which most doctors' office, this is what I have a problem with. If you guys watch, there's a movie I have yet to watch, but I read a lot of like the stuff from the movie, The Business of Being Born. Just there's so much with these like, with the hospitals, and also they have a quota they need to make. They have most of them, they have to have a certain amount of C-sections they do a month. They have to have a certain amount of ultrasounds that they do, and it's all money in their pocket. You know, a certain amount of nights that a woman has to stay in, you know, just all kinds of things. It's just really a lot about money. And that's what it felt like going to this appointment. And then they want to see me again in 6 to 8 weeks. And my midwives are like, honestly, I'm happy with these results. If you want to go, that's up to you, but obviously you don't want to go, so it's totally up to you, it's your body. I was like, yeah, I'm not going. Like, I'm just not, because there's just no need. Like, let me know if you guys have a concern, or like if I'll let you know if I feel like, oh my God, something's wrong, let me go check it out, then I will. I'm not like dumb and naive, like, oh, everything, you know, like I would obviously go get help if I need it. But with everything going well, you know, I just don't think I need it. I'm definitely not going to be doing the 4 DHC ones. I've thought about it. I really wanted to do it originally until I started into like feeling into this more, and like reading the things I've read, and I'm just like, I don't want to do it. I just don't like it. It doesn't feel right. Poor me. However, everybody can do what they want to do. I have no judgment. I know so many people who do all these things, and I just want everybody to have a great experience. So whatever experience works best for you, that's what I support personally. My experience right now, I'm just loving doing this the natural way, like wanting to do it a natural way, wanting to do it with the least intervention possible. I don't want any intervention at all, to be honest. And I plan to free birth my next babies. Truly, honestly, I plan to do free births. And just if I need a midwife at home, which most likely I will have a midwife at home, then I will, because I think that that would be important just for certain things. But I also haven't had my first baby yet, so as I progress and see how everything unfolds, that's what I will be finding out. So that's that. Ultrasounds about the glucose test. The other thing I wanted to say was that the things that I'm doing right now. Basically, I was getting acupuncture every week. I'm going to hold off now on like this week and the next few weeks, just because I've been feeling really good, and I want to start doing massage instead. I had this amazing treatment, you guys, on Friday night. This beautiful, beautiful soul. She's so amazing. Her name is Juliana. She comes from New York. She was here in LA for about a week doing appointments and hanging out, and she had done one of my clients back in New York, and I just kept seeing her, how she does this like shamanic, holistic detox lymphatic system treatment for pregnant women, and also not pregnant women. You don't have to be pregnant, but I had her over. Let me just tell you, like, oh my God, she's an angel healer. Like, best treatment I've ever had in my entire life. Like, all I've ever needed. So basically, it's like it you know, regulates your lymphatic system. It like decreases inflammation. There's a lot of like lactation support, you know, stimulating the breasts, like helping to reduce any cellulite or stretch marks. Like, it's just so good. I don't even know all the things. There's like way more things on top of it. Relaxation, whole body reset. I literally felt like a new person. Literally, it was the best experience of my entire life. So I did it on Friday, and I was like, okay, this felt a lot better than acupuncture that I've been getting, and chiropractic care, all of that. So I've been getting chiropractor, like, the last time I went was like a week and a half ago. Actually, I went last week. I think I went last week. I'm gonna start going every 2 weeks, and then maybe like the last month, I'm gonna do it once a week. Also, I'll up the massage to once a week, but right now I'm gonna start doing it every other week. Also, I'm gonna be doing hypnotherapy. I go to a hypnotherapist regularly for just therapy, and we're gonna do hypnosis leading up to my birth, so that I can have a really great birth, and most likely she will be attending my birth, and I will have like a postpartum doula at home. So with all that, like I've been I read books. I'm trying to take it easy, a day at a time. I am taking it easy. I'm doing the best that I can to be really gentle with myself, listen to good music, just creating a calm environment, space, mind, body, spirit for me and my baby, and enjoying, we're moving into our new space. Everything's just aligning, and I'm excited. I'm really excited. I can't wait to like have another little guy with us, and he's just gonna be like our little buddy. I'm so excited. We just figured out where we're doing our baby shower, so invites will be going out next month, and I'm just so excited. Like everything is just happening. It's crazy. I'm in my 6th month, and like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna start buying maternity clothes because I actually am starting to feel like I need them. People are actually noticing. I went to this client the other day, and it was so cute. Like nobody's ever done this yet. And so it was like really sweet, but she totally noticed that I was pregnant, and she was like, oh my God, can I like, it was just so cute. Like, I think a lot of, and I'm especially in that phase right now where you can't really tell, like if I'm pregnant, you're like, is she just like gaining weight, or like, is that like a belly, or like, is she pregnant? I think I'm in that phase right now, but I think sometimes people just know. And sometimes people just don't say anything because why are you gonna say something? I mean, I'm normally that person, like I'm not gonna say anything because you just don't know, right? Like you can like happen to say the wrong thing and like it'd be like, oh my God, worst day ever. But like I appreciate it. Like obviously I am pregnant, so I can be like, yes, oh my God. And I totally didn't mind her like touching my belly. It was really, really, really sweet. Oh yeah, and I'm doing yoga every week. I'm starting to pick up working out a little bit more. It's been pretty tricky. I was having a lot of hip pain and leg pain, but my body's been telling me like, okay, you need to get up, you need to like walk. That's why your body's hurting you. So trying the best I can, I'm doing the best that I can. I keep forgetting I'm not saying the word trying anymore. That I hate, like, no, there's no trying. It's you're doing it because then it makes it happen. So I'm doing the best that I can. And it's just gonna keep getting better and better. I'm being more intentional with like just everything day to day, and like what I'm doing, what I want to do, and how I want to feel, how I want to look at the day. So drinking lots of water. Yeah, doing the best I can to like be consistent with all these things. So I did find a woman who does the type of treatment. I don't know if it's gonna be as magical. I don't know. I'm hoping. But she's in LA, and she said she would take me on because they had a huge waiting list. And she said, I was like, I'm pregnant and I'm gonna be due, in September, and I really want to be doing these treatments. Like I know that's what works for me. So they're gonna take me on, and I have an appointment in a few weeks. So I'm gonna do that. I just need to like settle down a little bit from the move because that's gonna be in a few weeks, and there's just so much going on. I don't even know when I'm gonna pack yet. Like, thank God Fabian's been doing what he can to start getting things together, and I'm like, I have barely a day off. It's okay. It's all coming together. It's gonna happen. I'm just trusting. I'm aiming to get as much sleep as I can, and just my new thing now is moisturizing like all the time. I think that's really important to prevent stretch marks and just keep your body feeling really good. And it's just like another way to give yourself some self-love. So yeah, 24 weeks. This is where we're at. I turned 24 weeks on Sunday. It is now Tuesday, and it's pretty wild. Can't believe it's already June, and things are happening. So thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video. I'm going to put those links below for those Facebook groups if you're interested in that course. The course is really cool. So if you're pregnant, like if you want to, it's called like how to have a practically pain-free birth, something like that, by the Mighty Mama movement. It's really, really great. And I'll also link below the organic moms in a toxic world, I believe. I'm also starting my Facebook group. I didn't post it yet. Guys, I've had so much going on, so I'm in the process of doing that. I really want to have that going for spiritual pregnant women and mothers. So be on the lookout. All right. See you guys soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.